Coming up next, we're going to give you some good investment strategies and also some possible opportunities you can find during this time of the financial crisis. We'll discuss ways to grow your cash amidst this economic gloom and doom. And welcome back to the program. Now, the economic gloom is not always bad news. There is money to be made, even when things look like everything is just heading downhill.
As they say, just a few strategic decisions and also a good understanding of what you're doing or getting into could go a long way in helping you grow your spare cash. So, question is there any opportunity right now for any of us to take advantage of?
Well, we talked to three guys this morning who have come together and written a book titled Profit from the Panic, explaining how this could be the best investment opportunity since the Great Depression. We say welcome to three of them: Khoo and author Conrad, Alvin, professional trader, and Wung, a journalist. Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having us.
So do I have to panic first before I can profit?
No, you don't have to. Let others panic and you profit.
Okay. That's right. I mean, tell us, what is the basic premise for this book?
Well, like the title suggests, we recognize this as a once-in-a-lifetime, very rare opportunity to create your fortune. I mean, if you look at the most successful investors, they made their fortune because of decisions and actions they took during crisis that set them up to make profits during the boom time, not because of what they did during the boom time. And the trouble is, a lot of people out there, I mean, they're panicking and see it as a gloom and doom scenario, and it's not something new. It happened in 74, 75, it happened in 87, it happened in all the crises. So this book is written to share with people, basically, number one, how do you see it as an opportunity? And how do you take advantage of the opportunity? There are people out there who know it's an opportunity, but they got no idea, what do I buy? When do I buy it?
Okay.
I think that's a key question, because you have good opportunities to look out for, and there are bad ones that you shouldn't get into. How do you identify them? Conrad, you're a professional trader, so...
There's no real way to identify the good from the bad now, because valuations are not quite reliable at the moment. But what we can do is just bide our time, wait for the opportunities to present themselves. The good ones will always stand out. And then time your entry.
So what does the book tell you then? What is in the book that will help me benefit?
The book, I would say, is no different from any other sort of investment book that you would find. But the difference with this would be, it tells you when to get out, which is more important than when to get in. Most of the time, investors would actually jump into an investment not knowing when to get out. And that's what ends up killing them.
Yeah, a lot of times I guess we feel we have to either stick it through. If you've lost, you want to hold on and hope things get better, but sometimes it often gets worse. Ryan, you're a journalist, actually here with us here at Channel News Asia. I mean, how did you get involved in this? Are you trying to make some real money for a change?
Well, I've always wanted to write a book, so this gave me a good chance to work with two authors who have already done so and explore what the process is like. And also, I've always had an interest in investments, so this tied in very well. And Adam approached me to co-write this book.
Right.
And I thought, oh, this is a great project, and we could do something with this. And from there on, it morphed into a charity project because of the economic downturn. I thought we could help the needy, those in need, and contribute to charity because those needy families have been the hardest hit.
In fact, tell us a bit about that. How is it going to work in terms of how you're raising funds for charity?
Okay, I think Roy can answer that question because it was his idea.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a fantastic idea. Yeah. Ryan, you want to take that?
So tell us, how do proceeds from sales of the book go towards charity? Some of it?
100% of our royalties will go to charity. We've selected two. One is the Straits Times Pocket Money Fund, and the other is IDA, a young organization which helps promote financial literacy, especially among women migrant workers. And they teach them money management skills to bring home.
Well, I think it's a big project with a good cause, but I also know the three of you put yourself through some great challenges, like writing this book in 30 days. Why?
Well, number one, the topic is obviously very time sensitive. I mean, if the book came out like 2 years from now, it's like, it could be over, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that, well, 1 month is not that difficult, so to speak. I mean, we are seasoned authors between myself and Conrad. I've written 8 books myself. It typically takes me about 3 months to write a book. So I figured to write a book in 1 month, divided by 3, I need 3 people. So that's why I called Conrad, I called Ryan in.
I mean, did you all guys play different roles? I'm sure, I mean, did you take different chapters, or maybe one person writes everything and the other person edits?
My specialty is in fundamental analysis, right? So I took care of all those chapters on understanding how markets work, how do you value companies and all that. Conrad's an expert in technical analysis. So he talks about market timing, about understanding the macroeconomic situation. Of course, Ryan is a great writer, right? So that's how we divide the work. An amazing thing is, writing this entire book, we only met once. Everything else was done on email.
Right, I would think so. Electronically, communicating.
We're all over the world. We're in different parts of the world.
Yeah. So is this book for what level of a sort of a person out there? For the layman who has no idea how to trade at all, or should they have some experience at least?
Yeah, Conrad.
It could be for a layman who doesn't have any experience at all, but I wouldn't say that's the end all to it.
Yeah.
Right. In the business of investing, a lot of it comes down to psychology as well. The book does touch on a fair bit of psychology that goes into investing, but like I said, it's not the end all, but it's a good start.
What is one of the common pitfalls that people make, common mistakes that an investor would make when he's first starting out?
They don't put a stop loss.
Pardon?
They don't stop there. They don't put a safety on their.
Okay, so you don't know. They don't have an end point. They just.
A lot of investors would actually follow the Warren Buffett style of investing without realizing that Warren Buffett has a lot of holding power. Investors, unlike Warren Buffett, do not have that kind of holding power, would actually suffer in a time like this. They would see their investments dwindle and go into massive losses, and because they don't have any protection, so to speak, they accumulate the losses.
Well, having said all that, I want to ask all three of your personal questions. So have you benefited, or are you maximizing your own returns from this crisis? Ryan, have you invested?
I am looking out for blue chips which are depressed right now from their previous highs. So that's one.
So you're confident you're putting your money in the market? Adam?
Yeah, I've started buying. And actually, I'm actually right now a lot more bullish on Singapore than I am on the US, because I play both markets, because valuations are a lot more attractive here. And especially, I'm staying away from financials still at the time being. But between the two, I think Singapore's a lot more easy to value. And the cash flows in a lot of companies are a lot easier to project compared to the US right now.
And Conrad, what about yourself?
I'm a trader. I'm in the market every day, whether it goes up or down, so it doesn't matter to me.
I guess it's hard to say at this point in time. Yeah, you just got to keep an eye. But okay.
Thanks so much, all three gentlemen, for coming in this morning. And we're talking to three authors of this book. It's Profit from the Panic: Adam Khoo, Conrad, Alvin Lim, and Ryan Wung. Now, this book is now on sale at major bookstores, so you might want to grab it.
Yeah, I think it's all different levels for everyone. So of course you got to find your own comfort level. And as they always say, you should play with money that you can afford to lose, not money that you're looking at as your life savings. Then you're in trouble.
Okay, we're going for a quick break now. Primetime Morning. We'll come back in just a moment.
We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Thank you.